Yeah, Cody's laughing, so it's good. Let's play pretend! Let's play pretend! Let's play pretend!
Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan Derringer, and welcome back to Let's Play Pretend. I am your DM, your GM, your keeper, your handler, and your host. And I have with me, as always, Mr. Nick Barnett.
Ned Dollaran. I don't really have much to say, but I do have a riddle for y'all that I was coming up with. I want to know if you can figure out, if I have two coins that make 15 cents and one of them is not a nickel, what are my coins?
No.
It's a dime and a nickel.
I said it wasn't a nickel.
You said one of them wasn't a nickel, the other one is a nickel.
Damn it. Move on.
And I have with me, as always, Mr. Breck Black.
Ryan Winchester, first of all.
Yeah, there you go.
And second of all, are you all ready to fight some weird, horrible abomination?
No.
You guys don't know if you're fighting anything.
You're right. We might just die to it.
Exactly. It could just be dead. What do you think of that, Mr. Matt Check?
Matt here playing Arthur Gooseberg, and let me roll to see if I hit that thing. Let me get a roll out of the beginning. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad I got that 92 out of the way.
I hope that's a precursor of things to come. And last, but certainly not least, Mrs. Melanie Derringer.
I'm playing Samantha Williams, and I'm just ready for Arc 3.
Whoop whoop, Arc 3 in the house.
So ready.
For real.
Sure.
So, gonna give you a recap, but before my recap, I have a fun fact for you. A couple episodes ago, we did our moment of silence for Akira Toriyama. Since then, I have had the urge to watch through Dragon Ball Z again. I have noticed one thing. Vegeta's, ultimate finisher attack is called Final Flash. And he has yet to actually beat anybody with it.
He beat one person with it.
Ooh.
The weird guy in the trials to get to Bobbity.
With Final Flash? Are you sure that wasn't with Big Bang Attack?
No, I'm pretty sure that was Final Flash.
He beat his own pride with Final
But you're right. He has never killed anybody else with it.
Yeah, so it's not really final, is it? But I'll tell you what, I'm at the end of the Cell Saga, so I will check back in with you here soon, because I'm sure by the time we record next week, I will be past that.
Well, hey, it's just like Final Fantasy. That one's not really the final one.
There's a story behind that.
It's gonna keep blasting it.
There's a very good story behind that.
I know.
Don't jump into my domain.
There's a very good story behind that. You know the story behind that one, Matt?
I do.
Do you know the story behind that one,
don't.
Breck? You don't.
No, I do not.
Before Square... Go ahead.
Oh, I just say I have played a good bit of 10, a good bit of 15, and some of 14. And that's been it so far.
Gotcha.
When I get my computer, that's going to be one of the ones I pick up to play is a good bit of those.
Dude, they're so good. I recommend 9. 9 is my favorite. But before Square became Square Enix, they were Squaresoft, right? Before they had the merger with Enix. Final Fantasy was supposed to be their last game. Final Fantasy was their swan song because they were broke, they were going bankrupt. This was their last, if we're going out, we're releasing this to the world and everyone can remember us by this game. And that game sold well enough it got them back on their feet.
That is correct.
So what was supposed to be the last
shit.
game that Squaresoft ever made was the game that redeemed them.
Dude, that sounds a lot like Digital Extremes and Warframe. Warframe was like their last ditch effort of like, if this doesn't work, we are going under and out of business. And now they are like the most successful free-to-play game that's been running for 11 years.
God, I still can't believe Warframe's been running that long.
I like RuneScape.
I remember playing RuneScape in middle school on the computers in the computer lab to the point where it ended up getting blocked by the school because too many people were playing it instead of using the school computers
Yeah, I remember
for,
that.
like homework and shit.
And that's when we all learned how to use proxy.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, are you guys ready for a recap?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. Here is the Arc 2 recap. At the beginning of Arc 2, you guys found yourself in Kryptid Krafts. You decided that you were going to go to Ryan Winchester's house. You went to Ryan's house. Ryan found his vest from his uncle. That was really all you guys found there. You ended up going from there to Samantha's house. She kind of talked you into going there to see if Anubis was okay. You were following the road, found a big gouge in the road. Went around the gouge, ended up getting trapped by older Samantha. Or ended up getting trapped by someone that you found out was older Samantha. She saw the forget-me-nots, got you guys down, you were talking for a while. Ended up coming face to face with a monster that you guys dubbed as Nobody. Good old Nobody. He revealed himself through text messages and Garfield gifts before he actually showed what he looked like. Arthur, not having anything of Nobody, bolted. Nobody, thinking that Arthur was playing a game, chased after him with a quick and Arthur was back. You guys wanted to test his abilities even more, so you had him go to the treehouse to find a fire stick. Well, he went basically right outside, found a stick, lit it on fire, showed it to you guys. And that was that. You ended up losing a little bit of trust with Nobody when you turned on the flashlight and the light burned his skin. At that point, he said, you guys wanted to see what I could do, wrapped his obnoxiously long arms around all of you and teleported you to Ashley's house, because that's where you were saying you wanted to go. You looked around Ashley's house. Samantha and older Samantha went off to Chris's room while the guys went off to Ashley's room. Samantha and older Samantha didn't really find much. Samantha stole one of Chris's t-shirts. That's really about it. The guys, however, well, Ned found a diary that he didn't really like the entry to, and Ryan found a note. And on that note were 5 words. Ryan, do you remember what those words were?
It was eye, finger, horn, tooth, heart.
Correct. Eye, finger, horn, tooth, heart is what was written on that paper. And as Ryan looked at it, a red line scratched through the word tooth. You guys were kind of wondering what the heck that meant. Ned made the correct assumption that this isn't really where we hung out here. The places that are acting kind of weird are the places we hung out. We hung out on the back deck. You guys went out onto the back deck, started looking around. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary till someone nudged one of the tiki torches, and the floor fell out from underneath you, dropping you into a giant circle cage. In the circle cage, you guys were pretty quickly able to lockpick your way out of that one and figure out how to get into the next room, which was a room with 5 doors. One of them had 4 big torches above it, and the other 4 were separated off into other rooms. You checked the other rooms, decided there was you checked the other rooms, you found one that was filled with spider webs, one that was filled with animal statues, one that was filled with water, and one that had an autopsy table on it. You went for the spider room first. fought the spider. Samantha almost made a really dumb move before her god intervened. You're welcome, Samantha.
You know, Sam is just gonna act like that never happened, okay?
That's probably smart, Sam. In the back of that room in the cave where the spider came from, you found Ashley webbed to the wall. Actually, I should say Arthur found Ashley webbed to the wall. Arthur and Samantha started cutting her down while the guys dealt with the spider. You were able to kill the spider, the torch at the back of the room lit, and you discovered, maybe this is how we get through this. You went into the animal room next, and my God, that was a lot of episodes going through all the different puzzles, and I apologize for that. I did not think that would be so long.
How many in total?
I think it was 4 or 5 episodes.
Maybe you shouldn't put puzzles inside a puzzle room.
They were meant to be short puzzles.
Uh-huh.
For children.
They really were.
Uh-huh.
After conquering the animal puzzles, the torch at the back of that room lit. You came out into the main room, saw that 2 torches above the big door were now lit. You went into the water room. The water room had 1 lift that went back and forth, had room for 1 person on it. Samantha got on the lift. The guys were answering riddles as they were going across the water. Samantha made it across no problem. They had to answer 1 more riddle to get you back across safely, and they failed that riddle, dropping you into the water, where there was a giant water serpent. Ned and Ryan jumped into the water after you, while Arthur went over to the computer and was messing around with the computer until he stumbled upon the release for a ladder, or a built-in ladder for that matter. Parts of sections of the wall slid back into the wall, revealing grooves that you could use to climb. The guys that were in the water were able to get the sea serpent's attention, getting you out of the cage with enough time for you guys to swim, just making it to the ladder before the serpent was able to get to you. Also because Arthur threw jerky. I really gotta stop giving you guys jerky.
Hey, you keep sending us back to Kryptid Krafts, bro.
Eventually the jerky's gonna be gone.
Well, too bad we stock up for the winter.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You guys get out of the water room, lighting the 3rd torch above the big door, going into the autopsy room. And when you go into the autopsy room, you see a body on the table. And there's blood on this tarp that's over it. Something protruding from the neck. Arthur looks underneath the sheet and sees a wooden mannequin with a piece of glass sticking out of its throat. You guys stumble upon what looks to be a recreation of what happened to your other characters that were able to, or the ones that basically released Evil Chris. So that was a cool little callback. You guys were able to get through the autopsy room pretty easily, through the 4 different chambers of that room, lighting the final torch. You went through the big double doors into a room that had a lever on your side, 2 windows. On one side was Chris, on one side was older Samantha, and a gun in between them. The lever moved side to side, changing who the gun was aiming to. You guys had about, I think it was 30 seconds. I think I gave you technically 10 seconds a round. You had about 30 seconds to decide who the gun was going to shoot, and you decided you were going to try to get it right in the middle as the timer went off. And for all intents and purposes, it looked like you succeeded. Except last second, you didn't. The gun fired, shooting Chris right in the face, dropping him like a sack of potatoes. Samantha screamed. Older Samantha screamed. We had a really heartfelt scene where Samantha and Ryan were at ends with each other, and it was so great. Chef's kiss to that scene. I still love it, still think about it. After that, a mysterious entity that you guys nicknamed Mitz, but his actual name is, well, not his actual name, but he is the man in the suit that older Samantha told you guys about, showed up and wanted to make a deal. He got over to the side where Arthur and the rest of them were, and Samantha really looked like she wanted to make a deal, bringing Chris back. Mitz pulled Samantha over to the side of the room where Chris died, and then teleported back to you guys because you were pretty much being obnoxious. Arthur was able to find a gun in that room and shoot Mitz in the head. Ned, you found the control room, you were messing around with some levers, and all of a sudden the door started to close. You had to really quick decide if you were going to stay in there or rush back out. You rushed back out. As you were doing that, you saw Samantha and Ryan were antagonizing older Samantha, saying, "You know, something's not quite right about you." And they were right. Older Samantha ended up being she was basically to one of the grinners what a liquor is to a regular zombie, like an evolved grinner is basically what she was. And she had made a deal that you guys don't know the details of with Mitts. She broke through the glass between her side of the room and Samantha's side of the room, and you guys were able to break through the glass to get over to everybody. Big battle ensued. You heard a voice in your head saying, that's not what we agreed on. All of a sudden, after a couple rounds of combat, Mitts was there, and he just disintegrated older Samantha. Everybody was kind of taking a breather, just, okay, glad that's over. Samantha was also entertaining the idea of doing a deal again. Everyone was trying to talk her out of it, but as Ned went back into the control room again, a shockwave went off as Samantha and Mitts shook hands. Samantha made a deal with Mitts, saying, "I want you to bring back Chris, no matter the cost." Mitts said, "Okay, the cost is a life for a life. You bring him, I will bring him back, and somebody else will take his place." Samantha said, "Fine, let it be me." Mitts said, No. I already have somebody picked out, and it's not someone you can choose." Samantha, not knowing who it was, took the deal. Time resumed, and Chris started to reform. He came back to being himself. He was a little groggy. Obviously, he just has fucking brains blown out and brought back in, so I think we can cut the guy a little bit of slack. Ryan, not to be overdone here, decided he also wanted to make a deal, and his deal was to get everybody out to where older Samantha was. Mitts said, "Okay, I can do that." Grabbed everybody, popped them out to the barn where older Samantha was. Everybody was happy to be out. Ned and Samantha walked off, had their own scene. That was a scene just between you guys, so I will not talk about that scene here. Walked off, had your own scene, came back. You were talking to Samantha, older Samantha. When you guys came back, you heard Ryan go, "Oops, my bad, sorry," and walked in to see him trying to break a horn off of a cattle skull. As you guys were seeing what was all happening there, Ned, you were standing by the door. Samantha, you were standing by older Samantha facing the door, saw somebody running up covered in blood. Not knowing what to expect, you kind of braced yourself for impact. Person ran right past you, Ned, ran into older Samantha, and you guys saw it was Charlotte. Charlotte was covered in blood, and she said, "I don't know what was happening. We were walking down the street, and all of a sudden Lance's head exploded." You guys kind of came to the conclusion, well, we know who Samantha's deal was for now. I'm sorry, and then that was the point where you guys walked away and had your own scene. I apologize. That was after Samantha was there. So the scene, the horn, that all came after Charlotte showed up. You guys came back in. You thought Charlotte was kind of starting to get wise to you, so Samantha, you were about to spill the beans when Ned picked up the horn, pushed it into Charlotte to see, not like stabbing her, but like just touched her with the horn to see what would happen. Well, first you touched older Samantha, nothing happened. Then you touched Charlotte, and then boom, you guys were covered in white light. You ended up back at Kryptid Krafts. This isn't the first time this has happened, but Chris was with you. You guys tried to call Ashley to see where she was, and miraculously she answered, and she was very quiet, saying that she was in a subdivision and there was something hunting her, and you didn't know, or she didn't know what it was. You were able to tell where the subdivision was at. Chris said, "All right, we gotta go. I'm not losing my sister. Let's go." You guys left, and that is where Arc 3 begins.
Not before Sam smacked him for being stupid.
And that's true, and Arthur smacked Ned, so
I smack him.
there was a lot of slapping going on.
A lot of smacking.
One could say we were a little slap happy.
I guess one could say that.
Has everyone rolled their D6 Jordan gave us for hit points?
Yes, I was very nice. I did not do this on recording, so I will tell you now. I gave everybody, since we hit the end of Arc 2, beginning of Arc 3, they could roll 1d6, add that to their total hit points, and go back up to full health.
I don't remember.
You didn't, Melanie, because you had walked away from the computer when I told you to do it.
Okay, so no, I did not then. So, y'all, this is the day I almost asked which dice was the D6.
Oh, Jesus.
My health went up by 1.
Sweet.
Okay, my health went up by 2.
I got a 5. I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, mine's at 14 now. Wahoo!
That means the next time you guys try to stop me, I have even more health to say no.
That just means we have to hit you harder.
Ned cracks his knuckles.
That worries me.
Is that actually your fingers?
Some of them
Yeah.
were. I think Jordan was the others.
No, that wasn't
I
me.
did the other ones.
Stop.
Is that one
Okay.
of your fears?
No, just like,
They're not cracking.
no.
Oh, there we go. There, I got a couple.
Ow. All right,
Everybody
let's
take
do
a
this.
crack break.
Wrong, Matthew.
Hang on, I gotta find my lighter if we're doing that.
I was like, as soon as I said that, I'm like, wait a minute.
Did somebody say Colombian nose candy?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You
you sure
definitely
did.
did.
All right, so where do you guys want to go now?
I guess we can go to like McDonald's or something.
Yeah. Get a Big Mac?
Hit up some Taco Bell.
Big Mac.
To be fair,
Big
that food
Mac.
doesn't really go bad. It's got so many preservatives in it. It's probably good.
Yeah,
Ain't
we
that
got
the
nowhere
truth?
to be, right? Nowhere like trying to get to in a hurry.
No, not at all. You check your phone and you see like the Resident Evil "You Died" with Ashley on the ground.
No.
I guess she doesn't want anything to eat.
Oh my god.
More for me.
I want 20 nuggets.
Arthur's like, I'll eat her 20 as well. Just because she doesn't want anything doesn't mean we're not ordering anything.
Interesting.
So I had said that the subdivision was just to the left of the Greenmount Cemetery, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, you said it was farther up. It was the one that was like the square, I thought.
They had the little triangle in it.
Oh, I thought it was the farther one. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Up between school and junkyard. You're right.
Okay. Sorry,
You're all
guys.
the way down by my house?
No, you're all the way down by Southern Cemetery.
I'm in Microsoft Paint right now drawing what is probably our path.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I thought we went back to Sam's house.
You went back to Sam's house. Did you not listen to the motherfucking recap?
My brain's not working today.
Ned touched Charlotte
Oh,
with
yeah,
the horn.
Kryptid Krafts, duh. Where's that located?
Right to the right of Southern Cemetery.
In the little triangle thingamajig?
Yeah, it's like a couple blocks into town. So yeah, right in that area.
Right next to the end,
Yeah.
right?
That's a long way, guys. That's really far.
That is a long way.
It is a small town. It won't take too long.
Well, let's get some bikes.
Stranger Things is shit.
Yeah. Bring, bring.
I mean, that's true. Just because there are no cars doesn't mean there are no bikes.
Right. Come on, God.
I didn't say there weren't. You guys didn't roll me a search.
All right. Everyone do a bike check.
Yeah, do a bike check.
Bike check. Don't know what that was. Don't ask. I am in a weird mood. I've already drank a good maybe 3/4 of my wine. So
Hey, Melanie. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Ooh, I got a 28 out of 100 for a bike check, I think.
Oh, 100.
I'm just speculating. I don't know exactly what we have for bike checks, but
Well, I said you didn't roll a search for a bike check, so
oh, you're right. Oh, then I got real lucky. I rolled a 28 out of 29.
nice. Okay.
Okay, I posted what I think is probably the best path for us to take that I think we talked about in the last episode.
Are we rolling a search?
Yeah, a bike check.
Okay, cool. Because I got a 31 out of 33 for my search check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty like good like that.
Dude, you're so cool.
I know, it was so fucking cool. Holy shit.
Ryan has absolutely no idea what's going on and rolled a 99.
Oh, perfect. Ned, are you searching for a bike as well?
No, I think Ned is where like Chris walked out pretty quickly, and I know I was going to try and keep up with whatever pace he was going. I'm not searching for anything.
Hey, guess what? There is indeed a bike. There is one singular bike. One. Just one.
Does it have pegs?
It does have pegs.
It
does. You
Are there front and back pegs?
there no, just back.
Damn it.
Is there a basket?
There is a basket. Yeah. Yeah.
Who the fuck has pegs in a basket?
Who only has back pegs in a basket?
Well, I mean, you guys are right outside of Kryptid Krafts. I don't know who would have pegs in a basket.
Arthur.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
is this my bike?
Oh, and also, just like everything else in this world, it is decrepit as shit and will not move.
Well, I mean, can we try?
Sure.
How decrepit is it really? Like, explain it. Give me fine detail. I'm looking at the wheel.
Okay. I want you to mount the bike.
Well, I'm looking at the pedals right now. I'm like, how rusted?
Well, let me tell you this.
Tell
The
me.
bike used to be red and black, and it is now pure brown.
Gross.
And the wheels? I checked the bike, the pressure, the air pressure.
As you touch the tire to the bike, the rubber crumbles.
Arthur, unfazed by how it crumbles in his hand, goes, yeah, a little low.
This is peak radio.
Like, all right, maybe this isn't good.
Just maybe. All right, Ned, go ahead and role play.
Ned trying to stay by Chris. I'm not trying to be secretive with this, but I'm going to tell him, hey, we have to pass real close to my house anyway. We should go in there. I know where my dad's got his guns. I know where my shotgun is. We can at least have something if we're possibly running into a fight.
You do understand that Ashley is in danger, right?
You do understand it's on the way. It'll take 2 minutes. If they're not good, fine. We wasted 2 minutes. But if we have them, don't you think that would help a lot?
If my sister dies because of this little field trip, I'm taking it out on you.
You do whatever you need to do. I think this is the best option. There's a reason I'm asking you. I'm not telling you we have to stop there. I'm asking you.
Chris kind of pats down his sidearm and his combat knife, pulls out the sidearm, undoes the clip, counts, only has 3 bullets left. You have ammo for this at your house?
I don't know where. If my dad's got, is that a 9mm?
Yes.
We might be able to find it. I know where he keeps it.
Fine. Let's go.
Left, 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 right, clop, clop, clop.
Chris gives you like the dirtiest side eye when you start doing the left, 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 right, left. I actually lived that, Ned. Fucking knock it off.
If I ever get back, my plan is to live it.
We may have more to talk about than you think then.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go get her.
Oh, everybody but Ned, do me an alertness check.
You got it, dude.
That is 75 on an 81.
Okay.
78 on a 53.
That's 97 on a fucking A71.
Okay. So Samantha and Arthur don't realize anything. Ned, you never had anything to lose in the first place. Ryan, you are missing something.
Ryan will start kind of patting himself down, trying to figure out what he's missing.
You are missing your set of Chris's dog tags.
Hey Sam,
What's up?
you got Chris's tags on you? Because mine seem to be missing.
Her hand immediately comes up to her neck to feel for hers.
Yours are also gone.
No, I do not.
Arthur, you got yours?
Arthur, check.
Yours are also gone.
Wait a minute.
Chris, do you got yours?
Chris is about 10 paces in front of you.
Oh.
So are you calling out loud enough for him to hear?
No. Ryan is just going to kind of jog up next to him. He doesn't want to yell.
Okay.
Sam will follow up behind him.
Hey, Chris, you got your tags on you?
Chris reaches around his neck and pulls his tags out from under his shirt. Yeah, why?
Well, because all the sets that we all had seem to have vanished.
That's weird. You guys all had sets of my tags? I remember back at the movie theater you had found one.
Yeah, we found another set.
Or 2, or 3.
Oh, what the fuck is with this place? Chris kind of rubs the heels of his hand into his eyes like, oh, I can't fucking deal with this.
Did the ones that Chris pulled out have the silencers on them?
Yes.
Ryan is going to nudge Sam and kind of lean over and be like, didn't only older Sams have the silencers?
She just nods. Yeah, I think so. So something is off.
I thought I said Chris had silencers on his when you went to the movie theater as well.
Yeah, but out of the ones that we had, only older Sam had silencers on it.
Okay.
It's probably just like what happened. We found all that stuff after we left Kryptid Krafts last time. When we left the movie theater, we didn't get to keep Ryan's weird broomstick spear. We didn't get to keep the guns or anything like that.
Yeah, but this was so prominent. Like, why were there so many?
I mean, we literally found a set in one of the rooms, the puzzle rooms.
I don't really have a good answer for you. No crying over spilled milk, I guess. If we ain't got it, we ain't got it.
As much as I want to figure it out myself, I think we probably should focus on other matters.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to make this a priority. It was just real odd, I guess.
Judging by how it is affecting all of you, I want Samantha and Ryan to roll me a sanity check.
That's just the what we normally roll, right?
Yep. I mean, we're only 30 episodes in, Mel. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't rolled sanity in a while, so I'm forgetting how to roll it, and I can't fucking find it on here all of a sudden either. So
It's at the top.
fuck off. I'm also almost done with my glass of wine.
That is a 75 on a 65.
Okay. Lose one.
20 on a 69.
Okay. Don't lose any. You're able to shake it off, Samantha, but Ryan, something's eating at you why you can't find these tags. Like why these tags are just all of a sudden gone.
Yeah, there's a lot of eating at him right now.
Fair point. Fair point.
I'm sure we'll find them though, Ryan. It's weird, but I'm sure we'll find them, right?
I'm not worried about finding them. I don't think they were that important. It's real weird. I mentioned it before, but all of this is based around all of us. Like, everything.
You don't think Mitz took them, do you?
I mean, he's an asshole enough to probably do it if he felt like it, but I don't mean that. I mean, like, the puzzle room is at Ashley's house. The stuff has been where we hang out. The horn and the tooth. Like, this is all, I don't want to say based around us, but very connected.
What are you getting at?
I don't know. And Ryan just shrugs. It just seems real weird that it happens to be our town that's here.
Roll me an occult.
Can I help? Can I take out my book?
I don't think your book would have anything to do with this one.
That is an 1 on a 10.
Wow.
Nice.
You make the connection in your brain that maybe the reason it is so connected to you guys is because you were the ones that were present when Ashley died.
Someone write that down. Write that down.
I just
Get
heard
that
somebody,
whiny-
and I don't know who I heard, but I just heard somebody go, what the fuck is that supposed to
It was
be?
me.
Write that down. Write that down.
I don't remember what you said because I'm so fucking confused.
I'm sure you're going to tell everybody this, like character-wise.
Me? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The conclusion that Ryan has gotten to is the reason that it is centered around you, like the 4 or 5 of you, is because you were the ones that were present when Ashley died. You were the ones that were there. You witnessed her death. The shockwave hit you guys first. That is the conclusion that Ryan came to. That being said, You guys have also seen Ryan's mental state go fucking... So you may just chalk it up to he's batshit crazy.
Or it's both.
Could be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on one end, it is a lot of like synchronicities, but the second hand, you were flipping a coin like a fucking Batman villain, and I don't know if I do trust your mental state.
I mean, like, choices had to be made, and, like, we couldn't decide on anything, so, like, 50-50? Ryan just kind of shrugs.
All right, Harvey.
When you say that, Chris stops, and he turns around and looks at you, and you see anger in his eyes. And he goes, "You're telling me Samantha and I were chained up with a gun going between the two of us, and you left our lives into the fate of a fucking coin?"
All of the humor that's been in Ryan's face just vanishes, and he stares Chris dead in the eyes. You're a soldier. I'm some kid from some backwater town. I'm doing the best I can. And if you thought I was going to make a choice between the people I know and who to kill, well, maybe you don't know me so well. And he's just going to continue walking down the street.
Sam is gonna reach out and not checking for anything, but just to reach out to Chris's arm as like a reassurance kind of thing, to kind of I can't think of the words.
Console?
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. Kind of just like console him, be like, I tried.
He looks down at you, Samantha, and kind of nods and then turns and keeps walking towards Ned's house.
She'll just quietly walk next to him.
Didn't we pick up the pace?
I mean, she actually seems to get in danger a lot. She survived this long, right? I feel like we're always saving that bitch. I'm not actually saying this as Sam. I'm just saying this is Melanie.
Is that Sam or is that the wine?
This is the wine talking.
I was going to say, Chris is kind of like power walking, but yeah, that bitch do be getting in trouble a lot, I guess.
Goddamn damsel in distress.
Like she's fucking Peach. She's just never in the goddamn tower.
So you guys are heading to Ned's house, and you guys have a safe trip. So you guys make it to Ned's house without an issue. Ned, I'm going to let you take the lead here. What do they see when your house comes into view?
So you see this, the right side of the house is made of brick and it's 2 stories. The left side of the house is a single story with a 1-car garage. You walk straight into the house. Who's coming in the house with me?
I know Chris is following you.
And Sam was right next to Chris, so Sam would follow.
Should we all
Okay.
go?
So everyone?
Yeah.
Unless Arthur wants to stay out in the big bad world by himself.
I mean, I'm not volunteering.
All right. So Ned will go to the front door that his parents never lock and open the door, and I guess I can walk in?
Yeah, walk in.
All right. So I would look back and tell Ryan, because Ryan's been here before. We've hung out at my house at different times. Like, Ryan, go ahead, head downstairs, go where my dad keeps all of his stuff in the laundry room. You might be able to find some ammo down there. You're probably not going to find guns. I don't know his gun safe code. I just know where we keep the shotguns upstairs.
Would Ryan know where the gun safe is?
You'd know it's downstairs in the basement.
Yeah, Ryan's just going to start heading in that direction then.
Okay. And I'll motion towards Chris and Sam. Arthur, I don't know. You have a seat, or you can go with Ryan.
I'll go with Ryan.
Okay. So then I guess me, Chris, and Sam are going to head upstairs.
Okay. You guys head upstairs. You're going to look for the shotgun, right?
Yeah, I'd go in. You'd see a bathroom on the left of the stairs, and then just past that is an attached master bedroom, and that's where my dad kept my shotgun and his.
If we're splitting up, sorry to interject, do you want us to, people that aren't in that group, to take off our headphones?
Who's going downstairs with Ryan?
Me. Little old Arthur.
Little Arthur. You guys go ahead and take off your headphones.
Good luck, don't die.
So you guys hit the top of the stairs.
So when we walk up the stairs, I imagine Sam has never probably been here before, but you see a bathroom to the left, and then attached to that bathroom is the master bedroom where my dad kept mine and his shotguns underneath the bed. So Ned would get under there as quick as he could and grab the case out that was sealed under there, holding the guns.
Okay.
Your dad just left those under the bed?
We all know how to use firearms in this house. It's not really of any concern.
Right.
So Ned's going to pull the gun case out and open it up.
You open up the gun case and the guns are missing.
Both of them?
Both of them.
No. And Ned's going to open up the side table drawer, looking to see if I can find any knives or anything that my dad would have kept in his nightstand.
Everything is gone. And as you guys are rummaging through the room, so there's the bathroom, there's the bedroom. There are two doors. Like, you don't have to walk through the bathroom to get into the bedroom. There's a door into the bedroom, there's a door into the bathroom, there's a door connecting the two.
Yep.
From the bedroom door, you hear a...
Oh, fuck.
Ned stands up and keeps his hands out to the side and turns around to look and see if that was Chris or if there's somebody else behind me.
Chris was right next to you, rummaging through, trying to help you find things. You turn around. You are face to face with a shotgun barrel, and holding that shotgun is your dad.
Is he all messed up like Grinner style?
Nope, he looks normal.
What?
Dad?
Get the fuck back now.
Okay.
I don't know what you are. I don't know how you're pretending to be my son, but get back now. All of you. Chris goes to take a step forward to try and calm him down, and the gun is instantly swiveled into his face, and he stops dead in his tracks.
Sam immediately grabs Chris's arm to pull him back.
He lets you pull him back, and you see even Chris raises his hands like, I ain't fucking with this.
Dad, it's me. It's me. I promise. Just lower the gun. Let's talk real quick. It's me.
Yeah, I'm fucking sure it is. You're not the first, Ned, to tell me that.
The first?
You see his eyes glance over to the other side of the bed.
I'll look around.
On the ground on the other side of the bed is a pile of bodies. And they are all Ned Dollerin. And with that, you guys are going to take off your headsets, and I'm going to check in with Breck and Matt.
Can I roll sanity?
You can when we come back to you, yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
Huh?
Do you want to take over what the basement looks like, or do you want me to come and explain that first? It doesn't matter.
You can stay in to say what the basement looks like, and then...
I'll kick rocks.
Yeah, and then you can hop out then.
Sure thing.
I do still have Nick with me. He is going to describe what the basement looks like as you guys go down there, and then he's going to get the fuck out.
I sure will. So, walking in the house, immediately to the left was the living room. You walk straight, that's where the dining room and the kitchen are, and to the right is the stairs. You go down the couple stairs, you see there's a big segmented couch, coffee table. You head to the right, and then once you get to the end of the house there, on the right is a door to the laundry room, and that's where, if you're going to find anything, it would be in there on racks that are around all the laundry stuff.
How big was the laundry room?
Probably about 10 feet wide by 30 feet long.
Okay.
So it's pretty large laundry area.
So that's one hell of a laundry room.
It's pretty big. It's the house I actually grew up in, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it made it easier since I know the house really fucking well.
Oh, yeah, it's that house. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I've been there once or twice, yeah.
So
I knew it looked familiar.
yeah, it was just all red when you saw it. But all right, I'm out, guys. Have fun. Don't die, please.
We'll try not to.
No promises.
I promise.
So you guys head down into the basement. And you are looking for ammo. Is there anything else that you guys want to look for while you're down there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Other types of guns or melee type weapons.
Okay.
Ryan is going to try to find the actual gun safe.
The actual gun safe. Okay.
Yes, after the laundry room.
After the one that's hidden in the wall.
Well, I mean, if the gun safe is in there, then he'll just go to that one. But
Okay. So you guys go into the laundry room first. And that's where you are looking for the shotguns?
Yes, sir.
Or the shotgun ammo, I mean. Or any ammo, I guess.
Any weapons and any ammo.
You guys go in there. Ryan, you know you've been here before. You and Ned are basically like brothers. You spent a lot of time in this house. There is nothing on these racks. The racks are absolutely empty.
Weird. Brian is gonna walk down to the gun safe and see if that's empty as well.
The gun safe is actually open. So you can guess what I'm going to say.
It's empty.
It is.
Any footprints?
Footprints?
Yeah, like people that maybe this was looted recently.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it doesn't look like the place was nothing's like upended or anything. Everything is just gone. There's no it looks like there was no damage, no nothing. You don't see any like dirty footprints or anything like that. You see nothing. It's just like the ammo was never there in the first place. The guns were never in the safe. The safe, you don't even know how long the safe's been open.
Kind of defeats the purpose of having.
Well, I mean, it was either something supernatural that was going to get into this safe no matter what, but I don't see any damage, so I'd say it'd have to have been open with the code. Brian is going to reach in and start like feeling around on the bottom and all the little shelves to see if there's anything that got forgotten.
From what you can tell, this safe was gone through with a fine-tooth comb. There is nothing in here. May as well have been brand new from the store, nothing stored in it yet.
Ryan just kind of stares at it for a minute. Hey, Arthur?
And you knew there was stuff in there because Ned has opened it for you before, and you've seen the handguns, you've seen the shotguns. You knew there used to be stuff in this safe.
Hey, Arthur. Does this feel weird to you at all?
Yeah, it kind of does. Maybe we're not alone in this house.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we need to find the others real quick.
Yeah, we should get to them.
Come on. And we're going to head back upstairs.
You're going to head back upstairs, okay. Go ahead and take off your headsets one more time while I resolve what's going on upstairs, and then I'll have you rejoin.
Oh, fine.
All right.
So last I said, you guys saw the pile of dollar gons.
How long you been sitting on that one?
Yeah, right?
About 3.8 seconds.
That's a good one. I like that.
Thanks. I was like, oh, this is going to be funny.
Ned vomits. Just seeing all these dead himselfs.
That's an appropriate reaction. Ned, also roll me sanity.
Roll, yeah, I'd say so. 54 on a 68.
Okay, only lose one. Not the weirdest thing you've seen since you've been here.
Maybe. Ned's gonna wipe his mouth. Melanie, feel free to jump in at any point if you have something you want to do.
No, I was just going to say, Sam is kind of frozen after she pulls Chris back, but she's looking at Mr. Dollar and kind of just stammers a little bit. Mr. Dollar, and I swear, that's really us. Like, we've kind of been stuck here for a while, and we're trying to get back. How are you here?
The gun is still trained on Ned, but his eyes kind of dart over to you. No. You're just getting smart, that's all. I have to admit, you fucking fake. This is the first time you've thought to bring your friends along with you. Very convincing, but you're not gonna get past me.
He's not lying.
Dad, where's Mom? Where's Mom?
You don't talk about her. You don't talk about my family.
I am your family. Oh, Dad. How? Why? How often are those things coming?
You're in league with them, you should know.
I am not. No, we are not. Downstairs, Arthur and Ryan, they're downstairs.
So you brought the whole monster crew with you, huh?
We were all there.
You're gonna get the fucking teeth going too and the fucking claws going too? Or should I just put you out of your misery before that happens?
Wait. How can we prove it to you? What can we do to prove it to you that we are not fakes? What do those things do that we can prove that we are not those?
You want to prove it to me?
Yes.
Go to the kitchen now, all of you.
Okay. And what do you want us to do? We'll do it.
He turns the gun on you. I will explain more down there.
Okay.
When he does that, Chris kind of puts an arm in front of you and stands in front of you to block you. She was just asking a question, sir. We will follow. No. You are going. I will follow.
She kind of grabs at the back of Ned's shirt to try and tug him along.
Dad, real quick, just... Can I look in my room?
You can do whatever you want after you prove it's actually you.
I think this will help. This is... No fake me would know something. Just let me show you.
Absolutely not. Downstairs, now. You will not desecrate my son's room.
Ned, let's just do what he wants. And then we'll go, and then you can prove it to him again, okay?
Ned is shaking in his boots. If he had any piss left in him, he'd probably have it out now. Okay. And Ned will walk downstairs and keep his hands up by his head.
Okay. And Chris does the same. And you see Chris actually has a calm demeanor this whole time. Okay, let me go ahead and get Breck and Matt back. You guys can stay here. Just let me resolve things with them quick. It's nothing you can't hear. It's just them coming upstairs and what they're going to see. Arthur and Ryan, you guys are downstairs. You see what you see. You rush back up the stairs. And as you get up the stairs to the kitchen area, you see Samantha and Ned and Chris walking into the kitchen, all of them with their hands behind their head.
Uh-oh.
Guys, just do the same.
What? What's
Just
going on?
listen, do it. Ned's dad is here, and he doesn't believe that we're who we are. Please just do it and follow his instructions. He wants us to prove that we are not those monsters.
As she says that, Ned's dad walks in behind them, and he is armed to the teeth. I didn't say this to you guys upstairs. He's holding a shotgun. He has the second shotgun slung over his back. He has pistols on his belt. He's got pouches on him full of ammo. He has everything in the house that you guys were looking for.
Wait, he's here? How'd he get dragged here too?
We don't know. Just, please just listen to his instructions.
Arthur puts his hands up, but he's like, he's kind of thinking about older Sam situation with the advanced grinners. So he's going to keep a very close eye to see if there's any sort of tells that can tell he's off.
You don't see any tells that make you think that he's a monster.
Ryan is just going to put his hands on his head and then just keep a very close eye on him.
Okay. The marching order from upstairs was Samantha, Ned, Chris, because Ned was kind of in disbelief. Samantha had to pull him along. Chris was the one closest to Ned's dad. As you guys are all in the kitchen, he barks an order. Ned, sit at the table.
Ned goes and sits at the table.
As you do that, he kicks Chris in the back of the leg to force him down onto his knees. And Chris has his hands on the back of his head. He produces like the zip tie handcuffs and pulls his hands by and cuffs him back behind his head, or back behind his back. So his arms are like as if you just got arrested behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
He slings the shotgun over his shoulder and pulls out his sidearm. And one by one goes to everybody else in the room. Starts with Samantha, kicks her knees out so she's down on her knees, zip tie handcuffs. Walks over to Ryan, kicks his knees out, zip tie handcuffs. Walks over to Arthur, kicks his knees out, zip tie handcuffs.
As he does Ryan's, or before he gets to Ryan, he's gonna pull the sleeves of his jacket down as far as he can over his wrists to try to get the cuffs around those instead of his actual wrists.
As he sees you do that, he shoves the barrel of the gun like rough against the back of your head. He goes, don't even fucking think about it. And rolls your sleeves back up and zip ties you.
You know, this honestly isn't the scariest thing that's happened to us. So, like, I guess. He just shrugs.
I guess I shouldn't have said that's just what he does. Samantha, was there anything you wanted to try and do?
What do you mean?
Did you want to try to attack him? Did you want to try to
No.
You're just compliant?
Right now, Sam is just going to listen.
Okay. Arthur, was there anything you wanted to try and do? Or are you also being compliant?
I was just saying, like, this is why I don't come over.
But you're just letting him zip tie you?
I mean, he has a gun to my head.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. But I need audio confirmation from you.
I'm gonna pull a Batman leg sweep and expertly knock him down and take the gun.
Oh, okay, cool. So I am going to need an acrobatics at a -50 in order to make that happen. Do you really want to try it?
No, you got a gun to my fucking head.
Okay. So you are zip tied.
Yeah.
You guys see
Yeah.
that he does not zip tie Ned.
Wow, favorites.
There's a lot of favorites upstairs, Arthur.
He takes off all the guns and puts them up on the counter, which is, so you guys are you're sitting at a circle table. The counter is behind Mr. Dollarin. You are sitting across from him, and everybody else is behind Ned on their knees. Mr. Dollarin sits down and looks you dead in the eyes, Ned. He goes, you want to prove to me that you're real? Put your hand on the fucking table.
Ned already has his hands on the table, so he puts the other one out towards him, leaving it on the table, looking him in the eyes.
Right hand down, Ned.
Pulls out a tablet, says, do this captcha. Prove you're not a robot.
Slide the puzzle piece.
You see, as you are, I'm guessing you're following his instruction?
Absolutely.
You see he also puts his left hand on the table. He spreads his fingers and he gestures for you to do the same.
I follow orders.
With his right hand. Faster than you even think possible, but you know your dad. It's not out of his limits. He pulls out a hunting knife and slams it into the middle of the table.
Why this?
You know why. How many stories have I told you about my time at war? How many stories have I told you about dexterity, and this is the only way I survived? This was the only thing that could keep my mind going. You don't think that I saw you begging for my approval, sitting in your room late at night with your pen, trying to mimic what I did? You want to prove that it's you? Fucking prove it. And when he says fucking prove it, he pulls out a second knife and slams it in the table in front of him.
Mom's gonna be real mad about these holes in the table, Dad.
Yeah, good thing your mother's not fucking here, huh?
This might be the only time I'd say that, yeah. I don't want her here. I didn't want you here. I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Well, neither did the other 8 of you that came here and invaded my home.
What gave it away? How did you know they weren't me then?
I know, my son.
Ned will reach out and grab the knife out of the table and slam it down in between 2 of my fingers.
You slam it down between your finger and your thumb. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Hey, before we get into the outro music, I want to give a shout out to a Gum Rapture. He says, fun. I'm not too far in at this point, but so far I'm really enjoying this pod. The story is very interesting and has me on the edge of my seat. Plus, the GM does great with imagery, which is a huge pro, especially in a Delta Green campaign. I absolutely love all the characters, and everyone plays really well. And I love all the goofy moments when they're all really in character. A really fun, albeit spooky, listen. Thank you, Gum Rapture. Keep telling your friends. Everybody, if you leave us a comment on Apple or on Spotify or on YouTube or wherever you listen to our show, maybe I'll go ahead and every week I'll pick one and I will give a shout out to that person. So thank you, Gum Rapture. We appreciate you listening into the show. Can't wait to hear more from you. Let us know your fan theories. Let us know what you guys got going on. If you're an artist, go ahead and draw something and send it to us. Emails and everything are in the link down in the description. We love you all. Here's the regular outro. Thank you, everybody. The last 4 releases have been great. We had a lot of fun playing with Breck. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of that world he has constructed. Anyways, on to this one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient with us while we took a little break in releasing this next arc for all of you to hear. Want to take a little bit more time with it and want to make sure that it was something enjoyable for you guys to listen to. So again, the likes, the comments, subscribes, follows, keep it up. You heard, I'm going to start reading out the comments that we get as long as they don't get to be too much. So leave us a comment and we'll read it out for you at the end of an episode. Let us know who you'd want to hear yours read from. We love you guys. See you in 2 weeks.
Let's play pretend.